My beloved child, there is something I need you to hear today, and it is not a coincidence that you found this message at this exact moment. Before you do anything else, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to hear may explain the strange feelings, the unexpected memories, and the unusual signs that have been appearing around you lately. Someone has been thinking about you more than you know. Not occasionally. Not once in a while. Far more than you can imagine. And the shocking part is that you may have completely missed the clues. There is a person whose thoughts keep returning to you even when they try to focus on something else. Your name appears in their mind without warning. Your smile crosses their thoughts during ordinary moments. A random song reminds them of you. A familiar place brings back memories connected to you. And every time they try to move on from those thoughts, something pulls them back again. But wait. Don't skip. Because the story becomes even more surprising. What makes this situation extraordinary is that this person never expected to think about you this much. At first, they believed you were simply another chapter in their life. Another face. Another conversation. Another passing moment. But something changed. Slowly. Quietly. Without any warning. The more time passed, the more your presence seemed to grow inside their thoughts instead of fading away. And now they find themselves wondering things they never expected to wonder. What are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you happy? Do you ever think about them too? Those questions keep appearing in their mind. Again. And again. And again. Yet there is one detail nobody talks about. A detail that changes everything. The person thinking about you is carrying a secret. A secret they rarely reveal to anyone. They are afraid of what their feelings might mean. Afraid of what could happen if they speak too soon. Afraid of what they might discover if they finally reach out. So instead of speaking openly, they remain silent. But silence does not erase their thoughts. In fact, their silence has made those thoughts even stronger. Every day they notice something that reminds them of you. A word. A memory. A dream. A feeling they cannot explain. And every reminder pulls them deeper into reflection. Listen carefully. Because this next part matters. There are moments when this person wonders whether the connection they feel is real or imagined. Yet every time doubt appears, another reminder follows. Almost as if life itself refuses to let your memory disappear from their heart. Strange, isn't it? And it gets even stranger. There have been times when they wanted to forget. Times when they told themselves they should focus elsewhere. Times when they promised themselves they would stop thinking about you. But somehow, that promise never lasted. Hours later. Days later. Sometimes even minutes later. Your memory returned. Stronger than before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happens next is the reason you needed to hear this message today. This person is approaching a realization. A realization they can no longer avoid. The more they think about you, the more they understand that their feelings are not disappearing. They are growing. And growth always leads to a decision. Sooner or later, every hidden thought demands an answer. Every unanswered feeling seeks clarity. Every silent question wants a response. The moment is getting closer. Closer than you think. There is movement behind the scenes. Thoughts are becoming intentions. Intentions are becoming plans. And plans are quietly becoming actions. You may not see it yet. You may not hear it yet. But something is changing. A chapter that seemed frozen is beginning to move again. The silence is not as empty as it appears. The distance is not as final as it seems. And the story is far from over. Very far from over. Because the next revelation is something almost nobody expects. The person who keeps thinking about you has started imagining future conversations. Future possibilities. Future moments. They have replayed scenarios in their mind more times than they would ever admit. What would happen if they spoke? What would happen if they reached out? What would happen if they finally stopped hiding what they feel? These questions are becoming impossible for them to ignore. And that is where everything begins to change. For now, hold on to this truth. You are on someone's mind far more than you realize. Much more than you realize. And the signs of that connection are growing stronger every day. But this is only the beginning. The biggest revelation has not arrived yet. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next part, you will discover why this person's thoughts have suddenly become more intense than ever before, and the unexpected reason may leave you speechless. A remarkable truth is about to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to hear explains why this person's thoughts about you have become stronger than ever before. At first, they believed time would reduce their curiosity. They thought distance would create silence. They assumed life would naturally pull their attention elsewhere. But the exact opposite happened. With every passing day, their thoughts became deeper. Their curiosity became stronger. And their interest in you became impossible to ignore. What surprised them most was not how often they thought about you. It was why they kept thinking about you. You see, there are many people we meet in life. Many conversations. Many moments. Many memories. Yet only a few remain in our minds long after the moment has passed. And somehow, you became one of those rare memories. The kind that refuses to fade. The kind that quietly grows stronger. The kind that returns when least expected. This person has started noticing something unusual. Whenever they achieve something exciting, they wonder what you would think. Whenever something beautiful happens, they imagine sharing it with you. Whenever they face a challenge, your memory appears in their thoughts like a familiar light. And that realization has changed everything. Don't skip. Because this next revelation is important. There were moments recently when they tried to understand why your presence remained so powerful in their mind. The answer they discovered shocked them. It was not just your words. It was not just your appearance. It was not just a single memory. It was the feeling they experienced whenever they thought about you. A feeling they could not easily replace. A feeling that continued to stand out even after all this time. And now they find themselves replaying old conversations. Remembering details they thought they had forgotten. Smiling at memories that seemed ordinary back then but feel meaningful now. The smallest things have started carrying unexpected importance. A phrase you once said. A moment you shared. A memory that seemed insignificant. All of it has become part of a much bigger picture. And here is where the story takes an unexpected turn. The more they think about you, the more they realize there are still things they wish they knew. Things they wish they had asked. Things they wish they had understood. Questions that remain unanswered. That curiosity is growing. And curiosity has a powerful effect. It pushes people toward action. It encourages them to seek clarity. It inspires them to explore possibilities they once ignored. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the next part changes everything. Recently, this person experienced a moment they cannot explain. A random reminder appeared. Perhaps a memory. Perhaps a familiar thought. Perhaps a simple coincidence. Yet that single moment brought you back into their mind with incredible intensity. And since then, something has been different. The thoughts are no longer occasional. They are becoming consistent. The memories are no longer distant. They are becoming vivid. The curiosity is no longer small. It is becoming impossible to ignore. That is why this message found you today. Because a hidden shift is taking place. Not in the future. Not someday. Right now. And while you may not see the full picture yet, the pieces are slowly coming together. Every thought they have about you is creating momentum. Every memory is adding meaning. Every unanswered question is building anticipation. The story is moving forward whether anyone realizes it or not. And the most surprising part? This person still does not fully understand why your presence remains so powerful in their life. They only know one thing. Whenever they think they have moved on from those thoughts, you appear again. Whenever they think the curiosity has faded, it returns stronger. Whenever they think the chapter is finished, something reminds them that the story may not be over after all. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next part, you will discover the unexpected realization this person is finally beginning to accept, a realization that could completely change the direction of this story. An unexpected realization is beginning to take shape. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the truth this person is finally starting to accept is more powerful than they ever imagined. For a long time, they tried to convince themselves that their thoughts about you were temporary. They believed these feelings would eventually fade. They expected life to carry them in a different direction. But lately, a realization has been growing inside them. A realization they can no longer ignore. Every time they think about their future, somehow, your image appears. Every time they imagine meaningful moments ahead, your presence enters the picture. Every time they reflect on what truly matters, your memory quietly returns. At first, they resisted this realization. They questioned it. They analyzed it. They tried to explain it away. But the more they searched for answers, the more obvious the truth became. You have become far more important to their thoughts than they ever intended. And that realization changed everything. Don't skip. Because what happened next is something they never expected. Recently, they found themselves comparing every new experience to memories connected with you. Not intentionally. Not deliberately. It simply happened. A familiar laugh reminded them of you. A meaningful conversation reminded them of you. A beautiful moment reminded them of you. And with every reminder, the same question returned. Why? Why does this person continue to occupy such an important place in my thoughts? Why do these memories still feel so alive? Why do I keep wondering about them? The answers did not come immediately. But slowly, piece by piece, understanding began to arrive. The connection they feel is not based on a single moment. It is based on countless small moments that quietly built something unforgettable. Moments that seemed ordinary at the time. Moments that felt simple. Moments that carried more meaning than anyone realized. And now those moments have become impossible to forget. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation is where everything starts becoming truly surprising. This person has started noticing patterns. Patterns they never paid attention to before. Whenever they feel uncertain, they think of you. Whenever they need inspiration, they think of you. Whenever they reflect on meaningful memories, they think of you. It has become so consistent that even they are beginning to wonder if there is a reason behind it. A reason bigger than coincidence. A reason deeper than simple curiosity. And that thought has opened a door they never expected to open. For the first time, they are allowing themselves to imagine possibilities they once dismissed. Possibilities they were afraid to consider. Possibilities that now seem impossible to ignore. The walls they built around their thoughts are slowly coming down. The questions they avoided are demanding answers. And the silence that once felt comfortable is beginning to feel different. Much different. Because silence can only last for so long before something changes. Every hidden feeling reaches a turning point. Every unanswered thought eventually seeks clarity. Every story reaches a moment where the next chapter begins. And that moment may be closer than anyone realizes. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final detail that makes this story extraordinary. This person is no longer wondering whether they think about you. They already know they do. The real question they are asking now is much bigger. What should they do about it? That question has been growing louder. Day after day. Moment after moment. And once a question becomes important enough, it begins to influence decisions. It begins to shape actions. It begins to change the future. Right now, they may still be processing everything. They may still be trying to understand their own thoughts. But one thing is becoming clear. You remain on their mind. You remain in their reflections. You remain part of a story they have not finished writing. And the next chapter may arrive sooner than expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next part, you will discover the surprising sign that convinced this person their thoughts about you were not fading away, and why that discovery may become a turning point they never forget. A turning point has quietly arrived. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the sign that changed everything for this person appeared when they least expected it. It was not a dramatic event. It was not a loud announcement. It was something much more powerful. A simple moment. A quiet realization. A sudden understanding that arrived without warning. One day, while going about their normal routine, your memory appeared again. Just like it had many times before. But this time was different. This time, they stopped and paid attention. Instead of pushing the thought away, they allowed themselves to ask a question. Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep returning to thoughts of this person? Why does their presence remain so strong in my mind? And for the first time, they stopped running from the answer. The answer was simple. Because you matter more than they admitted. Because your memory carries more meaning than they expected. Because your impact on their life has never truly disappeared. And that realization created a shift. A shift they can no longer ignore. Don't skip. Because what happened next is something they never saw coming. After accepting this truth, they started viewing old memories differently. Moments they once overlooked suddenly felt important. Small details suddenly stood out. Conversations they barely remembered became vivid again. It was as though pieces of a puzzle were finally coming together. And with every piece, one fact became clearer. You were never just another passing thought. You were never just another memory. You became part of a story that continued long after the moment itself ended. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation may be the most surprising of all. The person thinking about you has started noticing how often your memory appears during important moments. Not random moments. Important ones. Moments of reflection. Moments of decision. Moments when they ask themselves what truly matters. And every time, somehow, your memory appears. Again. And again. And again. The consistency has become impossible for them to ignore. It is no longer a coincidence in their eyes. It has become a message they feel compelled to understand. A signal they feel compelled to explore. And that curiosity is growing stronger every day. What makes this extraordinary is that they are no longer fighting it. They are no longer pretending it means nothing. They are no longer dismissing their thoughts. Instead, they are beginning to accept what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. That some connections leave a lasting impression. That some people remain important long after a moment has passed. That some memories refuse to fade because they still carry meaning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final truth you need to hear today. The person thinking about you is approaching a crossroads. A moment of choice. A moment of clarity. A moment where thoughts may become action. Questions may become answers. And curiosity may become courage. That moment has not fully arrived yet. But it is getting closer. Closer than before. Closer than they realize. And every day, the distance between thought and action becomes smaller. The silence becomes quieter. The uncertainty becomes weaker. The desire for clarity becomes stronger. That is why this story is not ending. It is evolving. The chapter is still being written. The pages are still turning. And the next part may reveal the most powerful development yet. Because soon, you will discover what this person secretly hopes could happen next, and why that hope has become impossible for them to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story is only getting stronger from here.